जय श्री कृष्णा फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू आस्क हितेश एस्ट्रोलॉजी. कृष्ण इज हैप्पीनेस, कृष्ण ही खुशी है एज ऑलवेज से. एंड टुडे वी विल टॉक अबाउट व्हेन मून इज सिटिंग इन द फर्स्ट हाउस in the sign of Aries. And I have made earlier videos for sun sitting in the first house when it is placed in the first house in different rashis from Aries till Pisces. Please watch those videos also, and I'll provide the link also for those videos in this video in the description of this video below. And please subscribe the channel, like it and comment it. And if you have any kind of queries, any kind of consultations you want to take, any kind of questions you have, you can easily contact me. My number, WhatsApp number, email, everything is given in the video below, in the description below. And we'll start with when moon is sitting with the sitting in the first house of Aries, what result is going to give to the native. When moon is sitting in the first house, it is a very beautiful position, because moon in first house of Aries means that it will be the lord of fourth house that is going to the first house. So all kind of happiness, all kind of comforts, all kind of luxuries will be there in life, and will be very rich. And the person actually will be very close to mother, and the mother will also love him or her very much in life. Priority will be mother always, and mother's priority will be you. And the partner also you will get, you will love the partner, you will get much respect from her or him. In that sense also it's very good. And all type of happiness you will get from the partner, all type of comfort. You will be good looking, the person will be good looking whose moon is sitting in the first house in the sign of Aries. Though you can be a little bit on the plump side, like little on the fat side, disposition will be there more if the moon is sitting in the first house of Aries. That's not very particular. For some person it is actually seen that when moon is sitting in the first house, so the person is a little on the healthier side, you can say. There will be a great luster, skin will be they can be very fair also. And they'll like traveling, they will love to travel, and they'll love all the type of entertainment. They'll be very idealistic. They'll be they'll have all the leadership qualities in them. They'll be very sensitive also, they'll be very emotional, they'll be very generous, they'll be very charitable. Their fathers will also support them, and the father's blessing will also be there. They'll have great properties, and they'll be born in a rich house, or maybe after their birth their parents will actually flourish. And they'll also buy properties in life. They'll definitely have a vehicle in their life, and they'll have all kind of luxuries and comforts in their house. You can name anything and they'll have that in their house. And they are soft spoken, they are exposed to public life. They are the like public people. They love to go out, they love to speak, they love to be around people. They are that kind of thing. Education will also be very good, top class you can say. And will acquire, they will be dynamic as I told you. And their luck will also be very good. Luck will favor them in all the sense every time. And their children also, these people whose moon is sitting in the first house, their children also will be very educated. They can go out, though they can go out for to the foreign lands for studies, or for their for their professional life, and they can settle there. In that way they'll be good. So they'll have power. These people whose moon is sitting in the first house, they'll have definitely have power. They'll have leadership qualities in them, and much energy they will have and sometimes it is seen like in the childhood, when the moon is sitting in the first house in Aries. So in the childhood, like sometimes that naughtiness is there, the mind is not settled, they are not a little like considerate type of children, in the sense like they are not easily handled, they are not easy to handle children. But as they actually grow, they'll grow wiser. They'll have more intelligence, and they will gain full strength in their adulthood, and they'll gain power, they'll gain everything, and their attitude will change towards life, and they will be more generous, they will be more charitable also, that as I've told you, and they will have lots of wealth. But actually they are not the people actually who try to actually acquire wealth, or they show wealth. They are not that show off kind of people. They are very nice, they are very emotional, as I have told you, and everything about them is very good. When the moon is sitting in the first house of Aries, they love they are spiritual, they love gods, they love Brahmins, they love their traditions, and and the position occurs where when moon is sitting in the first house of Aries, like there are chances of love marriage. Not for everyone, but it is seen, it is written in the text that person can go for love marriage, and these days it's very common. And they'll be very imaginative also, and they can be great writers, poets, and in that sense they love all the type of entertainment things in their life. And they are very positive people, they are very easygoing people, and they are very nice people. And if now we'll talk about some of the negative traits also, like if the moon is weaker, because due to some kind of thing, like in the Navamasa, maybe it is weaker, or some kind of negative aspects are there on moon, or it's of a bad tithi, and it's not good in Shatbala. So what kind of problem it can the person face, or the native face, when the moon is sitting in the first house? So the person can be moody, like his or her fortunes can vary, like sometimes there will be much happiness, and then they have to see much of the sorrow also, or much of the problems also in their life, and the mood swings will be there. There'll be problems with the depressions, there'll be problems with the property also, maybe the property which they are living, some kind of case or court case can also be there. In that sense, mother's relationship also will be strained with them, or mother's health will suffer in that sense. So and they can be like some kind of extramarital affairs will be there, and that can cause problem for them if the moon is not actually supporting there in the first house of Aries, or sometime if it's losing strength in the first house. These kind of problems can come, and they'll have problems from water, any kind of disease, or any kind of drowning incidents, or blood pressure problems. So these kind of problems can come. I'll tell the remedies what they should do for this. We'll talk about when moon is sitting with different planets in the first house of Aries. When moon is sitting with sun in the first house of Aries, it's a great position. It's the fifth lord sitting with the fourth in the first house of Aries. It's a great combination. The native actually will be a big diplomat, very high in status and position in life, and all type of luxuries, and all type of powers the native will enjoy. And if the moon is sitting with Mars in the first house, it is going to create again a beautiful Raj Yoga, that is Mahalakshmi Raj Yoga. And Mars will be sitting in its own house and creating Ruchak Yoga, Panch Mahapurush Yoga, one of the nicest yoga, that gives strength, that gives leadership, that gives power. So combined with moon, it's going to give all the type of richness, fullness, and the person will be no less than a king. And when moon is sitting with Mercury in the first house, so there can be some kind of hurdles, some kind of obstruction, problems will be there, some kind of disease will be there, has to face some kind of disease, or the mother can have some kind of problems also. And but actually the native will be intelligent, because of moon and Mercury sitting in the first house of Aries. Some kind of skill will be there, any kind of on the art side or the entertainment side, they can have any kind of skill because of that also. When moon is sitting with Mercury in the first house of Aries, when moon is sitting with Jupiter in the first house, that means it will be a Gaj Kesari yoga. And Jupiter here, it will be the lord of ninth house. Again, it is a great combination with moon and Jupiter together in the first house. The person can be a big diplomat, like teacher, guru type of personality, the highest of teachers, and will be very wise, very fortunate, and they'll be having all kind of success in life. It's a good, very good combination. When moon is sitting with Venus in the first house, again it is a very good combination. The native will be very beautiful, will be very smart, handsome, and then the partner will also be very nice looking, good looking, and all kind of comforts will be there. More comforts will be there in the life of the native when the moon and Venus is sitting in the first house. So it's a good combination. Though some kind of like more luxuries and more kind of like things will come in, and because of that sometimes actually the health can go wrong, because Venus here is actually the lord of second and seventh house, so it's a malefic for Aries ascendant. So that you have to look for. When moon is sitting with Saturn in the first house in the Aries, here the Saturn will be debiliated, but actually but Saturn will be strong here, and it is actually going to strengthen the position of moon here in a way. Like moon actually it's a wavering planet, as everybody knows that, and Saturn here when it's going to be debiliated here, so it's going to put a sense, or it wants to give that sense to the native that you have to do lot of hard work to gain that happiness, or gain those comforts that moon is promising, that it's sitting in the first house. So in a way it's a good combination. Some struggles can be there before, but after that the person can succeed in his life, in his or her life. So it will be it is a good combination for through my side. Like I consider this situation very good, because in a way it makes the person more responsible, it makes the person more wise, more grounded, and it does good when it goes into business or some business, and it does well in business. When it's grounded, it takes responsibility. It's not that always because of moon the mind is wavering, and actually you are not a settled type of person. So that moon and Saturn combination is good for good through my eyes. So when a moon is sitting with Rahu in the first house, this situation is not good. This actually in the first house of Aries, actually hurdles will be there, obstruction will be there. The person actually will have two minds, the decisions may go wrong, their depressions will be there, will be very moody, very fluctuating kind of luck also in life. So for that, this remedies have to be done, and mother's health can also suffer from that, or she can also face some kind of problems in her life wherever she is working. Some kind of problems regarding her work can arise, like question on her work can arise in that sense. And when moon is sitting with Ketu in the first house of Aries, this is again not a very good position, I will say, because here it will make the person like more on the like anger side. That anger quotient will increase in the native, and there will be problem with the partners also. And but this position actually guarantees there will be very much love between the mother, or there can be hatred also. That hatred actually can be a very deep sense. So for this also remedies have to be done, and remedies that should be done when moon is sitting in the first house of Aries, and you are facing any kind of problem, then you should worship Lord Shiva. That's very important for you. You should worship Lord Goddess Lakshmi for all the kind of luxuries and prosperity. If you are having any kind of problems for that, you should actually worship people tree in your life. Make it a habit of worshipping people. That will be very auspicious for you. And then you should actually wear something of silver, like maybe a ring or chain or something like that. Always on yourself, like you have to wear something of silver, and or you can wear the pearl, the white pearl. Ask someone like when to wear, like the exact you have to wear it on Monday actually, but then again ask someone like what is the best time to wear it, and it will give all the type of confidence and prosperity and all the type of luxury and happiness in your life. And I hope this video will give a deep insight to the natives who are having moon in the first house in Aries. And I'll see you in the next video. I hope this video gives you good knowledge about it. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.